Hi everyone and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and kicking off today we have the lovely Courtney Caucasian from the Chamber of Commerce talking about the Pineapple Awards. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So this upcoming May, on May 8th, we will be doing the second annual Discover Bristol Pineapple Awards at the Bristol's train station. And this award program recognizes exemplary service in the hospitality industry in Bristol.
So the second year, and how does the event, what's it look like?
So it's really a celebration of everything that the hospitality industry does in Bristol so very well, and recognizing those individuals who've really done an outstanding job. We have so many good examples of stories where people have just gone above and beyond, and so that gives us all a chance as a community to celebrate those.
And how many people receive one of these awards?
It really depends on the number of applications and the number of stories that come in. We want to recognize as many people as possible, and so it's really the quality of the story and the service that they provided more so than an exact number.
Okay, and when can we still fill out applications?
Yeah, so if you go to the Bristol Chamber website, to the Discover Bristol Awards page, you can submit a nomination. Those nominations are free, and then the winners will be able to attend for free, and the tickets to the event are $30 each.
Okay, so if we want to buy tickets to the event, we should just go to the website, and now's the time to do that.
Yes.
And when does the event start, and what does it all entail?
So it starts at 7:30 in the morning, which is very early, but when we're talking about people who are in frontline and service staff, they often aren't able to get away during the day. And so this gives people a chance to really start off the day with a celebration before people get distracted by everything else that's going on.
So how did the Pineapple Award kind of even come to fruition?
That second week in May is National Travel and Tourism Week, which is recognized nationwide. And so when I started my position last January, I wanted to do something to celebrate that week here in Bristol and have Bristolians celebrate what's so wonderful about where we are. And you know, when I came here first as a visitor, I was just wowed by the visitor experience and the amount of hospitality I've received and my family received when we were here. So I instituted the Pineapple Awards, the pineapple being a sign of hospitality, especially in the South. And it's a fun way to celebrate that.
How exciting. Well, now, so is there a deadline for when you can submit applications?
Yes, there's a deadline. It's about 2 weeks before the event itself, so that we're able to review those applications and then let people know, or we let the person who did the nominating know in case they want it to be a surprise. We had several people who were surprised at the awards last year, which is a lot of fun.
So tell us somebody from last year, a little story or about them.
So I did want to recognize that the Bristol, Tennessee Community Relations staff was recognized last year for their really important work with music in the Bristol community. And so they had a combined more than 60 years of experience and dedication on the job. For a staff of 6, that's really impressive. And we had the Bristol Motor Speedway medical team who's on site during the races, and of course, you know, they have really harrowing stories of people whose lives they save during the race, and so that was really special to be able to recognize them. They're the unsung heroes of our races here, and you know, the quality of service that they provide really makes the visitor experience outstanding. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney, thank you so much for being on today. We really appreciate
thank you for having me.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I have Lieutenant Brian Hess from the Police Department with me today. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're talking about a new program for at least our police department, Refuse to be a Victim. Tell me about this.
Well, that's an NRA program, National Rifle Association, and it actually started in 1993 by the women of the NRA because so many of them wanted ideas and training on a safer lifestyle at home, at the ATM, when they travel abroad. And it picked up and progressed to where now it's taught all over the United States to men and women. It's a really good program, but it's new to us, but it's not new to the NRA.
Okay, so how does this program work?
Well, it's a 4-hour class. I broke it down to 2 days, and we discuss everything from security in your vehicle to personal protection, such as personal alarms that you can wear on yourself, weapons that you can attach to your keys, just a way to live safer at home, when you leave home, wherever you go. Personal safety is what it's about.
And is this just open to anyone who wants to register?
Yes, right now all you have to do is let me know at least by the cutoff date, which I believe is April the 15th, because supplies have to be ordered for each participant. Oh, okay. So I need about a month out to get the supplies in so everybody can have their little packet.
Great. And when does this program start?
May the 14th and 15th from 6 to 8, and it'll be here at the Slater Center unless we get so many people we have to change the venue. Okay. But as of right now, it'll be here at the auditorium in the Slater Center.
Well, this is exciting, and we're giving you lots of advance notice to put that on your schedule, May 14th and 15th, but to, I guess, RSVP as soon as possible. So if you'd like a spot in this course, which sounds amazing, and some really just practical things that we probably don't think about that right. we should. You know, make sure that you get in contact with Lieutenant Brian Hess. What's the best way that they can reach you?
They can email me at bhess@bristoltn.org, and that way I just keep a running tab of how many's going to show up. So once again, so we can order the correct amount of supplies for the class.
This is great. So it's already a pre-planned class.
Yes.
That's fantastic, and covering a lot of different safety issues.
It's from your house till you leave. Like I said, travel, personal safety, safety at the ATM. It covers a wide variety of topics.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being on today, and good luck with that seminar, and I'm sure it'll be crowded.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Jeremy Stout with me today, and he's actually brought his own guest. So we all know Jeremy. He's with the city, with Park and Rec, and he's always so entertaining. We love having him on the show, and today he has brought, like I said, a friend of his own. Tell us what's going on here today.
So today I was not going to be all that entertaining, so I decided to bring a trick up my sleeve to bring to the show. Actually, this guy right here is one of my friends that lives at the Nature Center. This is a corn snake. This is a native species to our area, although the ones that we have they're not usually this gray and brown. I'm sorry, I'll keep him over here.
I liked when he was in that farther end.
I'll just keep showing him here. But the corn snakes are unfortunately one of the most maligned snakes of our area because they do have this distinctive pattern. This guy's a young one too. They'll get much larger than this. They can get 6 feet long when they're fully grown. Wow. So he's only a couple of years old. But because of their distinctive pattern, a lot of folks when they see these, oh goodness, they think they're copperheads, they think they're rattlesnakes, they think they're rattle-headed copper moccasins. There's all kinds of horrible stories about these guys. But they're totally harmless, they're non-venomous, and in fact they're incredibly effective mousers. Their favorite food are rodents, mice, rats. Occasionally they'll go for eggs and birds if they can catch them. Folks, especially farmers that know these snakes, are really glad to have them on their property.
Like the black snakes that we also see.
This is actually a close cousin to the black rat snake. They're very closely related.
So now does he have a name?
He does. I'm really glad you asked that because the reason that I brought him is because
he's definitely moving around a lot.
He's definitely warming up. He's getting active. He's excited.
The lights.
I would like to point out he's very, very comfortable, and I can tell that because he's very loose. He's not tense at all. You notice he's just tense. Like a big old noodle. We might be tense, but he's having a great time.
Happy.
Yeah, so, we like to name our pets, right? We have our dogs and cats at home. We have, Mary Moss and Baggins, and we name all the fish. But this guy right here, he was a wild animal. And all of our animals at the Nature Center have come to us through a variety of means, but most of them were wild animals. And so what we try to do is to differentiate between wild animals and pets.
Okay.
And so one of the things that we do at the Nature Center is make a habit of not naming animals that were wild animals, because we wouldn't ever want to confuse a pet versus a wild animal that's in permanent captivity. However, these particular snakes are available in the pet trade. They're in different color forms than this. They don't look like this guy. And they're actually pretty popular as pets. And that may seem horrifying to a lot of our viewers to keep a snake as a pet, but if you're not terribly afraid of them, they actually make excellent pets. And so we have a program coming up on April the 5th at 4 p.m. at the Nature Center on keeping reptiles as pets.
Oh, wow. You've got to sign up for it because it'll be exciting, and you might even get to hold this little guy.
That's right. We have a number of snakes at the Nature Center that are friendly enough to be handled. This guy is one of them.
That's great. So if they want to register, what do they need to do?
Well, in fact, if you're bringing more than just yourself or a couple of folks, we would love it if you would call ahead just to let us know. But this program is free and open to the public. It's going to be in the classroom of the Nature Center. So just come on down if you're interested in learning more about keeping reptiles as pets. Not just snakes, but turtles and lizards as well.
Fantastic. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for being on today and for sharing all of your knowledge about this guy and also the program coming up. We really appreciate it. We always love having you on.
Happy to be here.
And thank you all for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.